Hey y'all, Mr. Swaim here. It's evening time on the farm and wanted to do Friday's Bible lesson with you. In your Bible book, it's 176. In the Bible, it's John chapter 9. So this story that we're reading today actually is a story while Jesus was still here on earth. The title of it is Jesus Heals a Man Born Blind, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Here we go. John chapter 9 verse 1. There's, I think, about 40 verses to the whole story, 41. I'll try to run through it and make some points as I'm reading it. As he went along, this is Jesus, he saw a man blind from birth. His disciples asked him, Rabbi, or teacher, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Jesus' answer was this: neither this man nor his parents sinned, said Jesus, but, my favorite word in the Bible, one of them, this happened so that the works of God might be displayed in him. I love that question that the disciples asked because it makes me think a lot about my son that's in heaven. And I've often thought and wondered why. And I think that the disciples had a good question there for Jesus. I don't think that we should always, it was pretty common in the Old Testament, but I don't think now, since Jesus came on the scene, I don't think that we always have to connect sin with something bad happening, like a sickness or a disease. Yes, this is a sinful world, and yes, bad things happen, but Jesus made it very clear that there was nothing that the man had done or his parents. There was no sin that was associated with the fact that this man was born blind. It was so that, it says, so that the works of God might be displayed in him. And that's a real good answer for the way I try to view it with my son being in heaven. He's in heaven so that the works of God might be displayed in him and in my family's life. Then it says in verse 4, as long as it is day, we must do the works of him who sent me. Well, that's a good question, even though it's not a question, but what are the works of the Lord? What are the works of God? The Bible is pretty clear, and I believe Jesus is going to be pretty clear in this story what it means to be doing the work of God. Night is coming when no one can work, and while I'm in the world, I am the light of the world. After saying this, he spit on the ground, made some mud with the saliva, and put it on the man's eyes. And Jesus then told the man, who was born blind since birth, go and wash in the pool of Siloam. This word means sent. So the man went and washed and came home seeing. I love that part of the story too, because Jesus spit on the ground, made mud, and put it in the man's eyes. But that was part of him being healed. Then the man who was born blind had to do his part, because Jesus then told him to go. So you can play the what if game with this. What if he didn't go? Would he have been healed? I don't believe so. But he did go. And he went and washed and came home seeing. And it just shows how important it is for us to do what Jesus asked us to do. His neighbors and those who had formerly seen him begging and asking, isn't this the same man who used to sit and beg? Some claimed that he was. Others said, nah, he only looks like him. People had seen this man born blind for so many years. It doesn't necessarily tell us his age, but it does use the word man. And people were just like, wow, is this the same guy? Nah, ain't no way. But it was. He even told those people, it is me, I am the man. How then were your eyes opened, they asked. So people are noticing a difference in this man. That's what happens when Jesus gets in your life. He changes your life. And people will start to notice that change. He replied, the man they called Jesus made some mud and put it on my eyes. He told me to go to Siloam and wash, so I went and washed, and then I could see. Where is this man? They asked him. I don't know, he said. So I love that I love that this man gave credit to Jesus, the one who did heal him. We're going to stop there for just a second. So the man has been healed, and now people are asking him how, and he's telling people the truth, which was Jesus. We'll pick back up in verse 13 because we're going to have another group of people come on the scene.